Hi, I'm Helen Edward, and I'm really excited to be launching today my brand new podcast for Barnes. And it is called Barnes Pond Life. And my aim is to capture all the amazing things that happen in Barnes. And we are all so lucky to live here. And there is just so much going on. There's so many people to talk to. So over the next few weeks and months, I hope to bring you lots of amusing and interesting, fascinating views and voices of Barnes. Abby, it's so lovely that you've come over to talk to us about Style It Up Abby and all your connections with Barnes, the High Street, Barnes Fashion Show, and I want you to tell me all about it. But first, let me start by remembering how I met you. I think I met you on the Barnes Fashion Committee.
100%. That's how it was.
That's how it was.
Initially how
Yeah.
we met each other. Yes.
And it came at a time when my kids were just leaving home, and I felt like I'd done all the mummy years and all the homework shifts. And then suddenly, what was left? And you came along and pretty much like saved my life. You
Oh,
did.
Helen.
You did.
Oh,
You came and went through well, first of all, you started by asking me, how did I feel and what was important. And then you went through my wardrobe and you threw out everything that was a bit mumsy and you got me like thinking again about, what was the next 10 years going to look like and who would I need to be and what should I wear?
yeah. Well,
So tell me all about Style It Up Abby. How's that going?
yeah. I mean, that's the thing, isn't it? What we wear
Yeah.
can really affect everything that we do every day.
Yeah.
So, and we all want to feel our best.
Yeah.
So that happens when we have a hardworking wardrobe,
Yeah.
and
So
not a
does.
wardrobe that is full of stuff that we've,
No.
kept for years and
Yeah,
years.
so tell me about what you're wearing today.
Well, today, I mean, you do know, anybody that follows me on Instagram, Style Up with Abby,
Yeah.
would know I love a jumpsuit.
Yes.
So I'm actually wearing a little leopard print jumpsuit.
Yeah.
I've
I
got
love
some gorgeous silver
They look
sort
straight
of
off the moon, off the
chunky
spaceship.
boots. These are Terry de Havilland.
Yeah.
They're super cool.
Yeah.
And this little faux fur cropped jacket from a local brand, Tish Tash.
Yes.
Actually, she was at the fashion show this year
Yeah.
and last year
Yes.
as a pop-up.
Yes.
So with all these brilliant, fun pieces that she has.
Amazing, amazing. Well, I loved the fashion show this year. And as you know, my main involvement was through Homestart, which I used to be part of. I'm not so much anymore, but I still do the washing up
Yeah,
and
well done.
the raffle sales. And it's a great way to just mix with all these fabulous ladies looking glam. And they've probably all been, and there you are up on the stage, usually giving a bit of direction. So just tell me a little bit more about the Barnes Fashion Show, what that means to you, and how you helped get everybody geared up on the stage.
Yeah, well, I was invited to join the committee
Yeah.
about 4 or 5 years ago to take over the Instagram
Yes.
as a former social media manager.
Yeah.
Um,
I sort of remember that.
yeah,
Yeah.
so my friend Penny did it, and then she
Yeah.
said, would I take over, because she had done it for
Yeah.
ages. So I said yes. So it sort of started with that, and I, very happy to support local initiatives, actually, because
Yeah.
one, it's supporting Barnes,
Yeah.
Barnes High Street, with our gorgeous, well, slightly changing high street, but our own
Yeah.
boutiques. And we are so lucky
Yeah.
here that we do have some, lovely independent
Yeah.
boutiques.
We're so lucky with that.
And but also then ultimately for the charities, the church
Yeah.
and the other two charities, which are Fish and Homestart, and have also been Balbabe.
Yes.
Oh,
And the Ballet one's amazing, wasn't it? Tell us the
amazing.
story about that.
Yeah, well, because Deborah,
Yeah.
aka Balbabe, was a huge supporter of the fashion show. So I think it is also really important to support her charity and, try and raise money for bowel cancer, which is obviously, really important.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, of course, St Mary's Church.
Yeah, so the church, because
And Andrew
it's
is
such an amazing venue. And Andrew,
yeah,
you know, who
legend.
he's an
Barnes.
absolute legend. And, you know, I think he loves the fashion show.
Yeah.
Did you see him this year wearing Steve's jacket with all the sequins?
Oh, yes, I did.
I think he's probably kept it, you know. And next year he'll be wearing it. So so then I was asked a couple of years ago whether, for the little Q&A session that Claire does, whether I would be willing to do it. And we just talked about style tips, you know, making it's very catwalky and dancey, which, you know, we can't all...
And those two handsome boys.
I know they are fabulous. Hunter and Steve are amazing. And then just making it real, making some of the style, you know, making it real.
I totally love it. Do you know, in over 10 years, I haven't missed a single one. Yeah, I love it. I love it. And of course, it's all there really to promote the high street and to get us out shopping. Some of my favourite shops, I do love Nina. I love Woz. I've just bought an amazing dressing gown, actually, that was hanging in the window.
In Woz?
No, it wasn't in Woz. It was in the new shop, Swedish shop, I think, just down...
What, Mooch?
Yes.
Yeah, Mooch, that's a fabulous shop as well.
Oh, loved it.
Presents galore. Fabulous. I know, I'm very sad about Ridley.
Yes,
and
I know.
Iris,
She explained all about the flood. That sounded terrible.
Yeah, so terrible.
She told us the story about how she literally arrived in her shop one day and there were
absolutely. So the water tank,
thousands of pounds of clothes just thrown away.
Well, some were salvageable.
Yeah.
I mean, just also wet. So some were salvageable and some weren't.
Yeah.
But yes, that's a loss. And
Iris, were you on direct dial to go and help her?
No, well, I think she was on it, but obviously I help her as much as I can. You know.
Yeah. So who are your favourites on the high street? Which fashion? Where do you find all your, you know, special secrets?
Well, so I used to also love Iris. So that's sad that that's gone. Obviously, Nina has beautiful things.
Yes, I get all my jumpers from Nina.
Yeah, Francesca and the Woz, they have, you know, and I love the, you know, the movement that happens in the Woz with visiting brands and things. I love that.
And all my candles come from Woz.
I know, they're so beautiful.
Yes, the baobab ones. They're amazing presents as well.
They really are. A proper special treat. And the fact that she has jewelry and hats are in there sometimes.
Yes.
You know, and bags and everything. So I think, you know, we're good here. And of course, all the brilliant stuff from SW Ski. So you've got your ski stuff, but also your workout gear.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So some Christmas tips for us all. What would you recommend? Where should we go to find our stocking fillers?
I think always go useful.
Yes.
Because those presents that are too off the wall.
Yes.
I always think that's a waste of money.
So for teenage girls, where would you...
Oh, well, that's a tricky one because I have boys.
Oh, okay.
So I would probably struggle. But I also don't think you could go wrong with some fabulous makeup. And I know in Barnes Pharmacy they have great.
Yes. Yes, they do. They really do have lovely stuff there too.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Aren't we just so lucky to be in Barnes? And it's just such a pleasure talking to you, Abby, and catching up again and hearing your fashion tips for Christmas.
Oh, you're very welcome, Helen.
Well, to everybody out there, shop local, as they say, and let's support all of our amazing fashion in Barnes High Street. Thank you, Abby.